Greetings, YouTube, and wherever else you happen to see this. Ranger of Oz here with Ranger of Knights, who is more than just a fuzzy piece of flesh down the bottom left hand of your screen.
Yes.
And we are here for another Ranger of Oz talks, and we are talking about last weekend's San Diego Comic-Con, of course. And I'm just going to start right off with some fairly big news for the Toku fan community. For those of you who don't know, Toku or Tokusatsu is considered as a Japanese live-action genre, but the word itself actually covers all special effects movies and TV shows. For those outside of Japan, you're basically covering Super Sentai, Kamen Rider, Power Rangers, Ultraman, Godzilla, et al. The news here has been announced by Shout Factory at San Diego Comic-Con, and it is rather large for this particular fan base. Something we didn't think would ever happen has happened. We are getting an official DVD release for Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger. Now, if you don't know what that is, this is the Super Sentai series that started off the phenomenon that is Power Rangers. This is fairly massive. We didn't think this was going to happen. So this is the opportunity for people to see where Power Rangers came from. And if it...
What's the name?
Kyoryu Sentai Zyuranger.
I thought Power Ranger started from Zyuranger.
Zyuranger, it's the same thing. It's just depending on who you talk to is how it's said. Because it's spelt with a Z, but the Japanese, the way it's in Japanese, it's kind of a J-U sound.
I see. I always heard Zyuranger. I never heard the name you said.
Yeah. Well, this is fairly big. We covered this on AGR last week.
I want to say something. Excuse me. I want to
say
something.
Go ahead.
With the savage habit of adopting 100% the storylines of the Japanese, I'm sure Jason David Frank is happy he did start doing that from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, because his character would be dead now.
Yeah, you know that bit, huh? Yes. Yeah, the big thing to remember with this is that this is going to rely on the fans, you and me. If this is successful, there is a strong chance that we might get other Sentais, mostly the ones that follow: Dairanger, Kaku Ranger, Zeo Ranger, or O-Ranger, sorry, Zeo, Power Rangers. We might get some before: Jetman, Liveman, Dynaman, Battle Fever J, but it will rely on people. So I'm going to keep an eye on Shout Factory's website. When we get pre-orders, I'll let you guys know, because this is something we need to throw our support behind.
And people, the Dairanger, we only get the white suit from it. The other suit was never used.
Yeah, and the Thunder Swords. And the Thunder Swords.
Yes.
So yeah, that's big. Continuing on with that sort of news, we have new legacy items coming. We have Legacy Saber, which, like the Dragon Dagger, is, from what I can tell, going to be 1-to-1. So this thing is massive and shiny.
Can he talk?
I actually don't know whether they're going to put light and sound in there or not. It would be cool if they did. I'm not going to guarantee that they will. We haven't seen anyone playing with it yet. All we've actually seen is the blade itself. And this thing is pretty big. This thing looks like... It honestly looks like a prop. A one-to-one prop.
I see.
So that's pretty cool. Titanus, Legacy Titanus is getting a release. It looks really pretty. It looks really nice. Legacy Tigerzord has a release. If they continue with this pattern, we will hopefully see a Legacy Thunderzord set.
Jeffrey,
Yeah.
my memory is failing me. Titanus is the
Carrier Zord from
yes,
the
the
first season.
turtle-looking guy.
No, that's Tor.
Uh,
Titanus was the Brachio.
the white one.
Yeah.
I
For
remember.
the Ultrazord from Mighty Morphin.
Uh,
So those three, we are getting a Movie White Ranger set. Movie White Ranger Morpher set.
the first
That's
one.
coming. Yeah,
Nice.
that's coming as well. There are some new figures coming. I believe Canada already has, thanks to Bruno from MMPR Toys channel on YouTube. I saw his video. Canada apparently already has the commemorative Toys R Us exclusive figures for Lord Zed, White Ranger. Oh no, sorry, not White Ranger. Sorry, Green Ranger and Red Armored Ranger. Those are in the old green triangular boxes for those who remember the original releases of these figures. So, green with a window and it's all triangular and it's all very pretty. I like that they've done that. What else? Dino Charge was at SDCC, and this is something that has been getting some play on the Power Rangers podcast. We have seen the Megazord toy for Dino Charge, and it looks good. Don't get me wrong, it looks really nice. Except for one tiny problem. I don't know if you've seen... I don't know if you've seen this, mate, but okay, with...
I saw the suit, not the Zord.
Yeah, well, with the Kyoryujin Dino Charge Megazord, you've got the T-Rex in the center, and then on the right hand you've got the blue Stegosaurus, and then on the left you've got the pink Triceratops. The toy for the American version, and it's going to have the Zord change plugs all over the place. We've seen that. They're not that much of a big thing. They're not like bright blue growths standing off it like the Power Core Minus Transformer, so it doesn't look too bad. The thing that has been pointed out over and over again is that the Triceratops, which is supposed to be pink, is purple. The theory being that boys aren't going to be interested in a pink toy.
That's ridiculous. You know why?
Why?
No one is buying something missing. If you buy something, you buy it complete. You don't care what color is it. You want to build the Megazord, you don't buy the rest of the Zord and keep one because pink.
Yeah.
And purple is not that much manly than pink. Seriously.
Well, the problem is, the problem with this is that this particular season has a female purple ranger. The same color as they've painted the Triceratops.
See?
This is confusing for one. The other
Yes.
problem is that she comes with her own Zord.
Which is
Her
purple?
Zord, well, purple and white, but it can form its own Megazord,
See.
and it also combines with the Tyrannosaurus and the Pachycephalosaurus, I think it is. Yeah, it's a grey Pachycephalosaurus to form uh, another Megazord. They call it Buckeret's Kyoryugen, Rocket Kyoryugen, I think it is, in the Japanese version. So, this is a bit of a mixed issue here.
They're confusing the customer.
It's going to be, I mean, the kids might not notice.
The kid will
It
be
isn't
confused.
the kid.
Notice.
If the kid notices, they're going to be confused. It's the exact opposite of the entire situation with the Shogun Megazord back in season 3. If you've ever seen pictures of that.
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, do you remember what the Shogun Megazord looks like?
Yes, yes. They look
You remember
like
that you remember that it's got a white arm, white Shogun Zord.
yes.
Well, the Japanese toy had it like that, the white Shogun Zord. The American version, however, decided that Kimberly needed a Zord in the toy, so they recolored the white Zord. It wasn't an extra. It wasn't an extra thing that you could buy. It was what was supposed to be the white Shogun Zord that came in the box. They just coloured it pink so Kim had her own Zord because Tommy would have the white Falcon Zord which attached to it all.
See. Did that change make sense more than this change?
I think someone at Bandai needs to make up their minds, personally. That's just me.
It's not the same person. They're a different person.
Oh, it's probably
sure
different.
I'm sure the guy that did the Shogun Zord is not the same guy that's working on this.
No, he's probably like a little bit higher in the company. He's probably certainly not working on Power Rangers anymore. He's probably got like Ben 10 or something. All right, moving right along onto Transformers. Keeping with the boys' toys, we have had. I don't know if this was SDCC or I don't know if this was TF Con. I think was the last Transformers Con we had. But we have seen the pictures. 2015, we are getting more combiners. Superion and Menasor, at the very least, have been seen.
Jeffrey.
Yeah.
For the viewers, I'm silent because I don't know what the hell he's talking about. So when this toy news, you'll see me silent because I'm not that expert in this thing. Continue.
Okay. For those of you like my masked companion down there who has no idea what's going on, G1, they came out with the Combiner Transformers. You had your Devastators, your Bruticus, your Superion, which was the Aerobots, all those sort of things. We haven't really seen them come up that often. They're usually avoided with Masterpiece, mainly because the things would be freaking huge. Basically, the only ones we've really had have been Bruticus, Devastator, and Superion showed up during, like, Cybertron, I think it was. Yeah. Each of them are, naturally each of them have different vehicles. Menasor, which is the Stunnercons, are all high-performance cars, except for Motormaster, which is a truck with a semi-trailer on it for some reason. The superior honorable planes. You've got the protector bots, which is all emergency response vehicles. Bruticus, which is all military. All stuff like that. We knew that they were going to start releasing the combiners come 2015. The Fall of Cybertron Bruticus apparently sold enough to get people interested. I'm sure the third-party releases have been getting Hasbro's attention. Gee, these third-party companies are making a lot of money off combiners. Maybe we should re-release some.
So Jeff,
Yes.
let me ask about the series. The only series I care about from this series. Any toys about the, you know, the rest people, the humanness?
The Pretenders. Nothing on the Pretenders yet. However, one of the upcoming masterpiece. How many of the Japanese Transformers trilogy have you seen?
The first one with the humans.
That was actually the second one, but yeah, Super God Master Force.
Yes.
Well, after Super God Master Force, you had Victory, and they're releasing Star Saber from that as a master.
I was thinking. You know what the biggest problem with doing a good, say the same of the series. I'm not. What? Say the name of the series, man.
Which one?
That we're talking about now.
Transformers.
You know why the problem with doing a good movie?
What?
The people want to do a movie want you to put human character that you care about, and with the robot. Right?
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah. Just do what the name of the series I watched?
Super God Master Force?
Yes, do the movie like that, and the people are the robot, and that way you can... You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, well...
You don't take the focus from the robot, because they are the humans.
Yeah, well, okay. I'm going to introduce you to one of my biggest problems with this complaint about, there are humans in my Transformers movies, how dare you? Do you know how many Transformers series have gone without any humans in them whatsoever?
I'm not complaining about that. I'm saying the people.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, right? You've brought it up. I'm just saying. Do you know how many Transformers series have had no humans whatsoever at all?
Beast Machine. Oh.
Yes. And possibly in Japan with Beast Wars 2 and Beast Wars Neo, but I don't know. I don't know what those have got in them because I have not seen them. Nonetheless, no humans whatsoever. One. Beast Machines. You know what Beast Machines is considered sometimes? One of the worst Transformers series in history. I'm just going to let everybody think on that for a bit. Oh, and to those who want the Michael Bay Transformers to be more like G1, do you know what Dark of the Moon had going for it? It stole a storyline directly out of G1. The whole idea of bringing Cybertron to Earth. That was straight out of a G1 cartoon. I'm pretty sure that Dark of the Moon is considered the worst of the Transformer movies. I'm just saying. Well, why don't we just all sit back, shut up, let the professionals actually do their jobs.
You know, I can understand it's not a little. There's a difference between the series and the movies.
Yeah. I can agree with it.
There is a lot of time you can put. You have more time to put screen time for the humans and screen time for the machines.
Yeah.
That's the problem with the movie. You don't have screen time to put on the two.
Yeah.
I think that is the problem. The most people problem with there's a human in my movie. In my
Yeah. Anyway, moving right along from probably the most, possibly the most ridiculously inflammatory subject we could possibly talk about on this show. Hate mail
Come on,
incoming.
man. We need comments, even bad ones.
Hate mail incoming. Let's move
It's
along the
better than
side.
zero mail.
Let's move along to the side a little bit because Lucy Lawless is coming back to television. If you don't know who Lucy Lawless is, go sit
I
down
know.
and watch Xena Warrior Princess. I
I
figured
watched
you might,
Zero.
but I figured you might, but there are some people that might find this that don't know who she is.
I know she was in Spartacus too.
Yeah. Well, for those of you who don't know, they're the shows that you need to watch. Also, the second season of Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. because she's going to be there.
That's a new news. What's her character?
It's an original character. I can't remember her name. We don't know much about it at this point in time. All we know is it's not a character that has appeared in the comics. However, there are 3 characters coming in that have appeared in the comics. One of whom is a major Hydra character. Another is, I think it was the British version of S.H.I.E.L.D., which was Strike. And this was revealed during a pre-recorded thing for the Marvel panel. We were informed that Agent Barbara Morse wanted to let director, spoiler alert, Coulson know that she is in. For those of you who don't know who Agent Barbara Bobby Morse is, perhaps you would know her by her superhero name, Mockingbird.
Yes.
Yes. Hawkeye's former wife, former Avenger in her own right, secret agent and mercenary, Mockingbird is coming to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yes.
You may now change your panties. This is fairly big news. One of the major problems and complaints that a lot of people had about Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., if I remember correctly, was that there weren't enough of the characters from the comics coming in.
Guilty and charged. Guilty. I'm
Now,
guilty of that.
yes, you are. Now, I've actually been watching over it, watching through Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. recently, and I've actually noticed that they're actually really sneaky about it, but they've set up a couple of villains from the comics, and I don't know how many people have noticed it.
I only watched the episode after the movie.
Well, they've set out a couple of, including one rather powerful guy in the name of Graviton. But they've actually snuck in a couple of comic-based characters that, obviously setting them up for later. I don't know how many people have noticed them. And it's kind of sneaky. And I'm wondering if that's what this first season has been all about. Setting up the villains for later series. I mean, they even snuck in a lesser-known anti-hero that nobody really realized was coming in. No, well, okay. J. August Michaels, I think his name, the actor's name was. Better known as Gun from Angel.
Yeah.
He showed up in the first episode, vanished for a bit after that, came back. This is going to be full of spoilers, and I apologize to people who haven't sat down and watched Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but maybe this will encourage you to do it because it does actually pick up. rather quick. Not quickly, but halfway through it starts to pick up.
After the movie.
But anyway, he comes in. He apparently dies. It's revealed he's still alive. He's now got an ocular implant so that Hydra can control him.
They have his kid.
They have his kid, and then he gets a mechanical leg. And the interesting thing about the mechanical leg is he's got a little plate on the side of it. And on the plate on the side of it, it has one word: Deathlock. The cyborg mercenary from Marvel Comics. He was there the entire flipping time. That, ladies and gentlemen,
Just say
is
fucking
what
time.
you call being sneaky.
Bro, we're not the WWE. You don't need to be BG with flipping time. Just say fucking time.
I've got, my parents. I'm living with my parents, dude. You know what's going to happen if I swear? I will get reamed out on air. Let's not do that. Okay?
Okay, you didn't tell me.
Right, so, yeah. He was there the entire time. And people were complaining there weren't enough comic characters.
The problem with season 1 was more set. It's too damn setting. That people problem with first season. There was too damn setting.
It was a lot of setting up, which I suppose I can see where that might be a problem with someone, but I think that's what the whole point of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. It's supposed to give you all the background stuff, which you're then going to need to see for the movies. I know that sounds like a really bad way of doing it, but I kind of like it.
Boring.
I kind of like it.
It's more boring than bad, man. I'm not saying it's bad. It's a good idea, but it's a boring idea.
Well, with everything that happened at the end of the season and in Captain America, Winter Soldier, if you haven't seen that, I'm not going to tell you, but let's just say it gets rather interesting. I think things are going to pick up, especially since Graviton is in there. There's another guy, I can't remember his name, but he controls he makes ice and everything. He's in there now. Mockingbird's showing up. Deathlock's going to be all over the place. We might hopefully be getting some more appearances. It's picking up. So if you
Maria Hill.
Yeah. So if you didn't,
it was How I Met Your Mother ended.
Yeah, so she might be showing up a little bit more. Plus, she's working for Stark Industries now. So, but anyway, this bit's full of spoilers. I apologize, everybody. I should have put a spoiler warning on it. I didn't think this was going to happen. If you haven't been watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., catch up. Get ready for season 2, because I have a feeling things are going to explode rather spectacularly. It might just be a little bit epic. Stay tuned.
Yes.
Now, we're going to jump over to DC for 2 seconds because we've kind of skipped over something that is rather important. There was a very brief teaser.
No, bro. You're jumping too fast. We talked about Marvel side of TV. Let's talk about the DC side of TV. You can't jump from a TV to a movie.
Yeah, well, I'm just running off the SDC stuff that's coming to my mind. I didn't really pay too much attention to the Arrow panel because I'm a horrible person. I haven't finished season 1 yet.
Okay, so
I haven't finished watching season 1 yet. So
we'll do an episode about Arrow later.
We will, unless you want to do this one.
No, there's a lot of spoiler, and I don't want to ruin the show for you.
All right, we'll do an Arrow episode at a later date once I've caught up with that. I apologize to the Arrow fans. I kind of fell off the wagon on that one, and I haven't been keeping up. I know we've got the Flash coming. I know there's rumors of the Atom popping up, but yeah. Anyway.
There rumors. Still cast the guy. What rumors are you talking about?
Well, like I said, I haven't been keeping up with Arrow stuff, so
Okay,
I'm not 100% with a lot of that stuff.
okay, let's move.
Last time I looked up anything, so we'll cover that another day. On to what I was saying though, there was a
You're talking about the movie,
yes
Batman:
small
Dawn of Justice.
small teaser for Batman Superman Dawn of Justice, and if I had any concerns about this movie and what was going to happen in it, they have been multiplied by what I saw in that teaser.
This is,
And that might seem a bit strange. It was only like maximum of 20 seconds or something. But I saw something that I didn't want to see. Okay. The biggest fear for some people, myself included, Angry Joe's brought this up a couple of times about this movie, is that what was going to be a Superman sequel is going to turn into another Batman movie guest starring the guy in the pajamas and a couple of Justice League people. And at this point in time, based on something I saw in the teaser, that might just be what's going to happen.
do you want my opinion?
Go for it.
We have Superman 1, Superman 2, Superman 3, Superman 4, Superman Returns, Superman Man of Steel. We don't need another Superman just another Superman movie. We have enough Superman movies.
Can I just point something out here? Just point something out?
Yes.
Batman. Batman Returns. Batman Forever. Batman and Robin. Batman Begins. Dark Knight. Dark Knight Rises. How many Superman movies did you count off again?
Only 4. Only 6.
Right.
There's only one movie.
This would have been the one to equal them. What was
Yes,
that you were
that's
saying
why-
about we've had enough Superman movies?
That's why yes. And no, we don't need another Batman movie. I'm saying the other guys that coming for the movie is what they need.
The problem is that this was plugged as the Man of Steel sequel. Right? I'll agree that it would be nice to see the other Justice League members in their own movies. I'm not saying that that's not something I want to see, because it is. But what we were told this was a Man of Steel sequel, yes?
Yes, but to be honest, no one wanted Man of Steel.
Instead, what it's looking like now is a Justice League setup, which I don't have a problem with. Personally, I don't have a problem with. What I do have a problem with, and I'm going to enrage a whole bunch of Batman fanboys, and between you, me, and the brick wall, I don't particularly care.
You know, I don't care. I'm a Grayson fanboy, not a Batman fanboy.
I know. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to the 10 people that are going to see this video. And
10? You sure it's not 2?
I'm talking about the 10 people that are going to see this video, and you know, the Batman fanboys that are going to rage about what I'm about to say. All right? We have everything that we have heard up to this point points to this borrowing heavily from Dark Knight Returns, the Frank Miller epic, well, kind of epic, kind of, you know, depends on who you talk to.
It's a piece of shit.
Comic, you know, / cartoon, because it got turned into an animated thing and everything.
Piece of shit.
That is your opinion. Other people might not agree, but, you know, that's not for now. That's for another time.
Look ugly.
That's not for now. That's for another time. There is a part in that, and this stems from something that was said when this was announced. the line that they quoted from it was said by Batman after he basically had Superman on his knees. Now, a lot of us, some people would think, oh no, well, they just threw that in there to point out because it's one of the most well-known Batman-Superman battles in, comic book history. Most people know how that ended.
Yes.
So, the teaser has Batman standing next to the bat signal, and his eyes are lighting up white. Not your typical blank pupilless stare, physically lighting up. And you can see in the outline that he is wearing armor that looks very similar to the armor that was used in Dark Knight Returns.
Relax, man. Relax.
You can see my concern.
Take a breather.
I don't want this to be.
Breathe. You have
I'm
people
breathing.
sleep.
I'm breathing.
Oh,
I don't want this to be a beatdown of Superman. I don't want this to be that Batman decides he's a threat, puts on this super armor that he stole off Tony Stark, and goes and stomps a mud hole in Superman and walks it dry.
The biggest problem with is the first movie didn't introduce kryptonite, so you can explain. Even if Batman used kryptonite, there's no reason
They'd
why
have to explain it. They'd have to explain it in the movie.
Yes.
But yeah, so that's my concern for this, and I don't want it to happen.
Have some faith.
Look, I have my fingers crossed because I'm probably one of a handful of people that actually liked Man of Steel. I said it. I enjoyed Man of Steel. I thought it was a good movie.
It was better than Superman Returns.
There were problems. I haven't seen Superman Returns. I've avoided that movie.
You're lucky.
I've avoided that movie.
I watched that movie.
There were some issues with Man of Steel. Not all of them not all of them are stuff that myself and other people would agree with. It was very much a Superman origin movie, so he was less experienced, so he did make mistakes.
I only had one problem with that movie.
Oh?
Mark Cantu made that suit. Seriously, I hate that he found the suit in the ship shit.
Yeah. Anyway,
I'm old school like that.
I liked Man of Steel. I thought it was a good movie. Many disagree with me.
I thought it was an enjoyable movie. Not good, not bad, enjoyable.
I thought it was a good movie. Personally, I thought it was a good movie. Was there problems? Yes.
Yes.
Always going to be problems. No one's going to be happy with everything. Nothing's going to be perfect. I don't think I've ever seen a perfect movie in my life. Anyone that says they have is biased or
He's a liar.
Okay.
Liar.
Yeah. I wanted to see a Man of Steel 2. There are people throwing rotten fruit at the screen as we speak. But I wanted to see Man of Steel 2. Instead, we're getting what seems to be Dark Knight Returns. Instead,
Dawn of Justice.
Dawn of Justice, or as I'm starting to think of it, Dark Knight Returns, a live-action movie.
Yes.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see another Batman is Invincible movie. I don't want to see Batman can beat anyone with preparation time.
You mean the Bat God?
Yeah. I mean, because anyone with a brain knows how Batman versus Superman would really end. Superman would wait in orbit, wait until Batman leaves his cave or whatever, and then heat vision him till he's dead. Just fry him from orbit.
No. That will not how it end. Because that it's completely out of character for someone to kill someone that way. He will just
If it was
knock
a,
him the knock him
if
the hell out.
yeah, but if it was for some reason, that was what it was going to be, then yeah, if Superman wanted to beat Batman,
You'll beat him, but not kill him like you're saying,
he'd do it from orbit, or he'd do it at
He-
super speed.
and knock him the hell out.
You wouldn't give Batman a chance to use kryptonite. He'd just come at him from, you know, he'd run from Metropolis to Gotham, and just on the way past, break
Knock him the hell
Batman's
out.
jaw.
Yes. Now that was how it's coming. Not put on
See,
his ass.
That's all it would be, and I'm probably going to get ripped on that, but it's all it is. Batman is human. He has no superpowers. You can say preparation time and everything all you want. All Superman has to do is not give him a chance to use it.
Oh, the only way Batman can defeat Superman is one way.
Well-
Treason. A
Yeah,
stab from the back.
Even in Dark Knight Rises, he had help. Green Arrow shot Superman with a kryptonite arrow.
Oliver Queen.
So technically, Oliver Queen beat Superman. Batman just helped.
Yes. You
I'm
had
gonna
it
get-
right.
We are
Oliver
going to
Queen
get
is the hero.
we are going to get so much hate mail for that.
At least we're getting something.
Yeah. Okay,
I tell
now.
you, anything better than zero.
Yeah. Okay, now we're going to go on to the bit that
Okay.
I'm asked.
Jeffrey,
Yes.
we're taking heat. Let's get heat. I love the prequels. I love the Legion of Excellent Gentlemen, the movie. I like the Tim Burton Planet of the Apes. Send heat. And I like the American Godzilla movie.
Which one? The
American.
Matthew Broderick or the recent one?
Yes, the first one.
Matthew Broderick. Okay, well I
Yes.
like that too. So
Seriously, did you? At least they tried to do a story. Not the original one. Did only Japanese screaming, "Godzilla, Godzilla!"
that's a lot of fish.
It
Hey,
was a
so-
lot of fish, to be fair. And come on,
Okay,
at least the Godzilla in that movie had a good reason to attack. She was protecting her baby. The other Godzilla just being a dick.
All right. So okay. Do you have anything else you want to bring up? Oh, I do. I just thought of something.
The Wonder Woman suit.
Oh yes, right. Of course, we had the picture of Wonder Woman's suit. It was not red, blue, and yellow.
Because she's not American. Why she's a Greek Amazonian woman. Why she's wearing white and blue and what the hell the people want her to wear?
Oh, I have no idea. I don't know. Anyway,
If I was Scott Snyder, I would use the original suit for the Justice League and say that Wonder Woman just wants to enhance her image in the public.
So
She looks
okay.
like less scary.
We've seen the suit. More importantly, we've seen Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman. This is the bit that people are arguing about. Thoughts?
Not bad. Not my first choice, but there will be they could go on Megan Fox.
Well, the thing a lot of people are complaining about is that she doesn't look like an Amazon. She's not 6 foot tall. She's not.
Okay, I have a question for these people. Did they discover the Amazon tribe, and I don't watch the news? How they don't the hell they know how Amazon look?
Well, they're
It's a
comparing
fun
her to the
place.
way that Wonder Woman is drawn, and usually she's drawn, 6 foot tall. She's, the muscles are drawn like steel cord sort of thing. She's not massive, but she's not supermodel skinny.
I'm sure Clark Superman was drawn bigger than
Yeah,
uh,
I
than the
don't.
current guy look.
Yeah, I don't have too much of a problem with Gal Gadot, as I'm probably getting her name wrong, and I apologize if I am. As Wonder Woman, she doesn't look too bad in the suit. She'll she'll do. They could, like you said, they could have gotten worse. They could have gotten Kristen Stewart. Okay. So she'll
She's
do.
not a bad actor outside Twilight, I must say.
Yeah. So Gal Gadot, she'll do.
About Megan Fox,
Yep.
I watched the first original movie.
Oh.
The original girl that played Abraham O'Neil is not that better. Seriously, people committed like she's replacing someone good.
And there's our segue. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles is coming whether people like it or not. It is being produced by Michael Bay whether people like it or not.
Yes.
They
I
have
like
they have a turtle van.
like the original one.
Check the base, brah. Sorry, my bad. Still getting used to the
You know,
buttons. I
you
like
know,
Michelangelo. He acts like Michelangelo.
you know, I watched all the versions of the.
Yeah.
Personally, I like the 2001 version the most.
Yeah.
What about you? Which version is?
I'm actually liking the current version at the moment. The 2012 Nickelodeon cartoon. I actually don't mind it. It's kind of good. Anyway, to the movie. To the movie. A lot of people have complained about the turtles. I like them. I like them a lot. I like that they're big. I like that they're burly. I like that they don't resemble the past versions, because this is a new version of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's a new.
And they look like turtles.
Yeah, you can still go on to, you can still go to your DVDs, and your DVD sets of the original series are still there, guys.
At least the turtles is still Leonardo, Michelangelo, Raphael, and it's not like doing like Marvel is doing. Damn, Marvel.
You know,
With
you've
Ant-Man.
still. Here he goes. Let's just keep with TMNT. You can complain about Ant-Man in a minute. Right? You can go to Netflix or whatever you prefer, and what Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff they have on there is still on there, guys.
I'll read
You
the comics.
You can still go to the comic store, and the comics are still there. They haven't all mysteriously vanished and been replaced by Michael Bay's TMNT.
And I like Michael Bay.
It's all still there. Everybody take a chill pill. Go down to Pizza Hut or Domino's or Eagle Boys or whatever pizza place you prefer. Grab yourself a couple of boxes of pizza. Come home. Sit down. Put your DVDs in there. Grab your comics. Load up your Netflix. Do your whatever. I'm surprised I'm not getting a watch hand out of this. Eat your pizza. Watch your stuff. Be happy.
So about the movie, did they cast Casey Jones or what? No, what?
I don't think they did. Not
Damn
this
it!
time
No
around.
Casey Jones. That movie can go to hell. I change your mind.
To be fair, I think if the Michael Bay Turtles replaced Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation, people would be pleased.
Yes. He can just do worse, people.
If
Think of
Venus de Milo vanished from the collective consciousness of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans everywhere, I think people would be on their knees thanking Michael Bay.
Seriously. He cannot do worse than that. As
Yeah,
bad as you think he can do, he cannot do worse.
just if you think the movie's horrible, just remember, people, Venus isn't in there. It's all
Yes.
good. Okay, what else have we got? Okay, okay. Now we'll do the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Complain away,
Yes.
dude. Complain
First,
away.
first, from today, I will call the Avengers movie Avengers 2, The Age of Fake Ultron. Not Ultron, it's fake Ultron. That Ultron is fake. It's fake as hell. See, one of the important part of Ultron is why Ultron is crazy. And why Ultron is crazy? Because he has the crazy mind of Hank Pym.
Pim.
Pym. That's why he's crazy. Because he has the mind of a crazy motherfucker. Now I hope they're not doing this, but from what I understand, he's just another generic AA. I know what best to humanity, and that is seriously not that he's just another Al 2000. He think he's better than humans. He think human is a problem. That's my problem with it. Where is the what the Greek know the relationship between the father and the son thing?
I have no idea. I was when I saw. Okay, spoiler warnings. Spoiler warnings. Spoiler warnings. When I saw Captain America: The Winter Soldier, spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. Spoiler warning. If you don't want to hear spoiler warning, turn off now. Just sort of skip ahead a few minutes. It's all good. When I saw Captain America: The Winter Soldier, I honestly thought that the core of the whole Ultron thing was going to be Arnim Zola's algorithm, because I could see that expanding on to Ultron's directive of, obliterating humanity and whatever else.
At least that is a good reason he's crazy.
But that might still happen. We don't know 100% what's going on with it.
You know, if they don't want to choose Hank Pym, just say he's dead and Tony use his mind. You don't need to bring Michael Douglas as old Hank Pym. Hank.
I know
Kill him out screen.
Michael Douglas is a pretty cool actor. We don't know what he's going to do with it, so.
He's old. Let's put. I don't care how. If you get Clint Eastwood to play the character, or Harrison Ford, it's not how not cool or how not cool the guy that's playing the character. He's old, and from what I heard, they're giving him a daughter too.
Well, I'm willing to give the whole thing the benefit of a doubt. So I'm going to sit back, wait patiently, see
You
what
know,
they do.
first I understand what they're doing. That's what's the name of the old director?
Edgar Wright, I believe it was.
That's his vision. What he wants to do. They fire his ass. Why they continue with his vision?
Because if I remember the rumors correctly, Edgar Wright wanted to focus. I think Wright actually wanted to focus more on Pym.
No, he wanted to focus more on Scott. Even he said that the
Okay.
story Scott appears in is his favorite story, Ant-Man story, the How to Steal an Ant-Man.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure why. Probably because the thing's already in production. It's a bit late to change anything. Everything's locked in. The actors are locked in. It's a bit late to, change the story. Everything's a lock. Not much
They
you
even
can do.
took from me. I was happy leaving the movie universe. It's only if they just left me Earth Mightiest Hero, but they take that from me and give me what the new series is.
Avengers Assemble.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
I'm not a fan of that myself. I sat down and tried to watch some of that, and it's a bit, yeah. But there's bound to be other Marvel stuff that's going to pop up. We've got I think it's like 2 movies a year till 2019, with 3 movies happening in 2017 or 2018 or something.
Yes.
We have at least confirmation that Doctor Strange is in the Marvel Universe, so we might be seeing him in a movie very shortly.
And the Guardian of the Galaxy 2.
Guardians of the Galaxy is coming out. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 is already confirmed.
Yes, Batista.
We have seen pictures of Marvel Cinematic Universe Thanos in all his glory.
Jonah
So
Hex.
everything is looking, for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, everything is looking pretty damn good. Whether
I
or
will
not you
call him
like the
Hex.
Ant-Man decision or not.
Jeffrey, I will call
Yes.
him Hex Thanos. Because the guy that plays Jonah Hex play him.
We shall call him Thex.
Yes. Give him a scar.
Jonah Thanos.
Yes. Someone need to burn his face.
So someone needs to get like him and his Jonah Hex makeup and then just color it purple.
Yes.
Give Craigie Puss a new look. So anyway, I think that is a lot of the major stuff we had to cover.
So, did you hear about this?
Wait, there was one more little thing that I wanted to do.
Talk, man, talk.
The WWE at the WWE thing, whatever you want to event, they were going through all the figures. They announced that Sting was getting his first ever WWE branded action figure.
Yes.
And then the man himself pops up.
It's showtime! I did it right?
Yeah, you got that right. I think a lot of people were happy. And in an interview after that, in the back, he didn't completely he didn't completely say that seeing him in the actual ring is an impossibility. I think he wants to. I think he's looking forward to it. I think we might see it. I'm not going to say it's Undertaker Sting WrestleMania 32.
You want my opinion?
Yeah.
And I know I will get hate for this, but if we need to put someone with Sting, put Triple H. Put Hunter. Because Hunter can carry him. Taker cannot. He's old and he's old. They can't carry themselves.
I love how you're saying Triple H can carry him, but Triple H is probably about the same age as Sting. I'm just saying.
But he's still better shape than Taker.
Yeah, true. Anyway, with that, I think that's all the SDCC stuff we have to talk about.
So, do you heard about the Spider-Man news?
No.
They're doing versus. It's like multiple universe fighting.
They're doing what?
Versus Spider-Man versus Spider-Mans.
Oh, the clone storyline, the new clone storyline, where the clones are trying to save something. You've got Ben Riley.
That is a miniseries that is a miniseries connected to the main story that is about Spider-Man versus. It's a multiple universe storyline.
Okay.
And I don't really understand about it.
I'll ask James. He's my connection on on all things Spider-Man. I haven't really paid much attention to the comics. I'm a horrible person.
Yes. No, no, no.
It's this little thing called
You're
lack of
just
money.
lazy.
No, it's a
You're
little
just
thing called
lazy.
lack of money. I'm not lazy. I'm not lazy. You're lazy. Your face is lazy.
Me? This is lazy. Okay,
Yeah,
man,
your face
maybe.
is lazy. You only have half of your face showing up for the show. The rest of it's hidden behind a mask.
My face is sleeping.
Yeah, half your face is asleep. Anyway, and with that, I think that is everything we have to speak about this week.
Yes.
Um, with that, we will see you all next week, and it will actually be next week this time, I promise. Swears.
I'm innocent. He's
No,
guilty.
you aren't. You are not.
I'm
You're
innocent.
never innocent. You're not innocent. Anyway, guys,
I'm
we'll
innocent.
catch you.
I'm always ready to do the episode. You're the guy that to let do it tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then other tomorrow.
Oh, get over yourself. Now, with all of that out of the way, and with Ranger of Night finishing his whinge for the week, this is Ranger of Oz signing off. We'll see you next week. And it will be, I promise.
I will try to make him do it.
Catch you later, guys.
Okay.
Bye.